to a brand new edition of the Ramble on Reaction. Sitting next to me with his dukes up, it's handsome Dan Nye.
Sitting right over there is clever Eric Muller. What do we do? Do we do like regular boxing, or do we do like 1930s somewhat bicycle like there was a Conan O'Brien skit on SNL where he like was just the first smack talker and he goes, "I'll pepper his porridge
if I must break you."
Oh, well. I know that was difficult for you not to laugh and giggle during my comical fisticuffs.
I was committed to being Ivan Drago. I will break you.
Yes, since we're slackers and we have busy lives, we haven't reviewed things for a while. So we're going to talk about Creed 2.
I had a good run in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, you did. That was fun.
Thank you. I appreciated you coming
Speaking of villains.
You're right. Speaking of proper villains.
Speaking of proper villains and people you wanted to punch.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah, Creed 2, it pretty much starts shortly after Creed 1 left off, and you see Adonis do his first title defense.
Well, he gets his first shot at the title, and then he gets his first defense.
Yes.
And, he gets engaged, like, life is going sweet for him. And then his dad's past comes knocking on the door with a huge fist.
And a huge back.
Oh my God!
Each time they showed that guy's back, I'm like... It was like...
I was impressed.
Yes, exactly. Like when you watch like the Marvel movies or any of the Hollywood pieces, you're like, those guys are muscular. And then
you see that guy, you're like, holy shit.
This guy, like, because you'll see like the Mountain from like Game of Thrones and whatnot too, and you're like, that guy's big, but you look at this guy...
he's built to be that because he's the world's strongest man competition.
Yes, this guy, like,
He's a professional boxer.
You look at his back and it's like, I didn't know the human body could be shaped like that. Like, he has... I respect your physique, good sir.
He could carry both of us on his back.
Yeah, and not
while we're eating pancakes.
Yes, lots of pancakes.
Like, this guy's amazing.
And we're just looking down like, this is so cool. How did we get that? Like, that was... You see all those Omaze things for, like, movies and whatnot? Like, come have dinner, drink tea, and the blah, blah, blah. No. I want that guy to carry me while I'm eating pancakes. Because reasons.
So Creed 2.
After you get out of the
written by Stallone, directed by one of Coogler's friends.
Junior, yeah. It was like Coogler's... Oh, fun. Here, I was going to talk about this on Twitter, but I'll go into it now a little bit too. He's also... I cannot remember his name for the life of me. I know he's a junior, but he directed a small skateboarding movie that was set in Cleveland called The Land, and I actually had an audition for that a couple years ago.
Oh, cool. You got rejected by that guy.
Well, rejected is a aggressive way to put it. I got passed over, and that's the thing. If they even see that, I don't even know if a guy like that would see my audition. So,
well, also, to be fair, did they ask you to skateboard?
No. I would have been like a
Stephen
guy
Capelli
having a party.
Jr. Capel Jr.
One more time.
C-A-P-L-E.
Okay.
Complete?
Sure, I missed what you said. So
Stephen Complete Jr.
Okay, because I know I'm a little better at pronouncing than you, but we'll let it go. Yeah, so he directed that, and this movie...
I thought it was a good continuation, but it's one of those things, you could definitely tell this movie was missing Coogler.
Yes, for sure.
Especially when it came to the more human moments of this film. Adonis him getting engaged, Adonis having a baby, those Rocky trying to realize I'm a horrible father.
Kinda, yeah. I didn't have any issues with it. Like, I liked those moments. For me, what was missing in the movie is the middle ground.
Yeah.
Like, you have really good, really heartfelt emotional moments, and then you have boxing and montage. And, like, in between, there's not a whole lot of anything. And I'm like, I don't want to say I mind it, because I did enjoy this movie, but I'm like, it's one of those things where it's like, in a movie like this, you kind of need your hand held to get from point A to point B. And with this, I'm like, a lot of the times, the character motivation, I'm kind of like, honestly, the Dragos have very good and very clear character motivations. Yeah. You get it.
They're the best written characters for this film.
For sure. And you don't get a lot of backstory, but you get enough to be like, you get a much more three-dimensional character. Yeah. Then, like, Rocky IV, when you first see Ivan Drago, it's just like, bad guy.
Yeah.
Here's the bad guy. This is Rocky punching, and he has to cut the Russian, and blah, 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 and stuff like that. Whereas this one, you get a lot more, like, time hasn't been kind to Ivan and
Victor.
It has not been kind to those two. So, but then it's like, when you're going with Creed, you already got such a great, well-rounded, three-dimensional performance, then it's like, now where do we take it? He has issues with things. Okay. when you're having somebody, and this is nobody's fault, but like trying to show like an internal struggle visually, it's like you get a little bit of like I said, between those 2 points, you get a little bit of whiplash going back and forth, where it's like he has to do this thing, but he's weird about being a father, but he has father issues with his dad and father issues with Rocky, and it's like you're trying to show the entire scope of Creed's head and like take it out of his head and put it on screen, and it's like, whoa. They didn't do a bad job. I don't want to say that. I'm just saying there's a big gap between like the motivations for Creed for Adonis Johnson.
He literally flips his motivations a lot.
Yeah, and it's just a little weird. Like I did enjoy the movie, but watching it, I'm like, he's saying I have to do this just because I have to, and it's like
I'm doing this for my dad. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for my daughter. I'm doing it for you, my wife. I'm doing this for you, Rocky, my surrogate dad.
And that's it. We're being nitpicky, but it's also like the first one
was so good.
It was so pure. I think the intentions, like you see that people, it's like he has to prove, like he even has the line in the movie where he's like, I gotta prove I wasn't a mistake. That literally,
that was his character's
sums up
purpose.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
And this one, it's like you're fighting him because you have to fight him, and it just feels like a little forced, I think is a good way to put it too. I enjoyed it.
Well, especially when they're like emphasizing like, look, there's only been, 78 fighters have held this belt. Only 12 of them are remembered. How are you going to be remembered? Adonis Creed.
Oh, I know how he's going to be remembered. I think it's just there. Maybe it was Stallone different than Coogler, like just a different kind of flavor, and like he's not. Like there's a disconnect there.
Rocky's great in this.
Yeah.
So get Stallone that Oscar, damn it.
Oh, that end scene. I'm not going to spoil it in case you haven't seen it, but oh man, I love that actor too that they cast as his son, and I'm like, yay! And I really like the end scene. But I think that's just it. The middle ground between the emotional bits and the box, because they're good. Yeah. Like the emotional bits are good. I like what they did.
Just the bridge over it.
Yeah, the bridge between the two, and it's like how you get from those emotional parts to fight. It was so smooth. In the first Creed, it's like I understand this. It like ebbs and it flows. Whereas this one, it's more choppy.
Well, because Creed 1 was easier. It's telling his path from literally fighting in the back lots, Tijuana, to MGM. This one, he's already at the top. How do you keep that going?
And making a more sympathetic villain, I like that they're taking a different route than the first round of Rockies did, because I feel like after Rocky 3, and I will say this, full disclosure, this is only what I know from her, because you can shame me if you want. I haven't seen actual Rocky films. I've only seen Creed. So go ahead and shame me. But and what I know, please correct me if I'm wrong. Once you get to like Rocky 2 or 3, it's all black and white, like good and bad, blah blah blah. Like you know who you're watching and who you're fighting. See, like this is something I do. I just disseminate information and I can make conclusions. So at me if you want. I get
pretty much saying all you need to do is watch Rocky 1, Rocky 3, and Rocky Balboa.
Okay, no 4? No setup for this movie?
They do a good job with it.
I feel like I know the most about Rocky 4 just because it's so much in the like zeitgeist, you know what I mean? So, but that's the thing. In this one, I like that it's muddier. I like that you get all these kind of mixed feelings, but they also never try to show Creed as a bad guy.
No.
Like, they show that he's going through some stuff, and I like that he's going through some stuff, but it just feels disjointed.
I agree with that.
So, what did you think of this movie? Grade this movie.
I give it a B+.
I'll push on that. I like it. I give it a B+ as well. It was just after such a high of the first one. Well,
that was the problem. Yeah, there was no way they're going to top.
Yeah, I think this
Creed. It was really hard to try to keep that momentum going.
Agreed.
Especially without Coogler involved.
I think he might have produced, but like who knows how much he produced.
Right, but again, it's one of those things. Him as a screenwriter would have helped out, I think.
Yes, I think this is a good sequel. I don't want to see anything else. I was
going to say Stallone's officially retired from being Rocky, so.
Which is good. Unless
give him his Oscar!
Which is the only thing I will say that's sad if he is now retired from doing Rocky. The only thing that could have been giving him his Oscar, you kill him on screen. Like, he would be dying sad in a bed, and it would literally break the hearts of America. But that would probably lock him a performing Oscar. Like, cause that's where I thought they were going with the first one, and then at the end of this one, I like his little redemption arc, but it's also like some of the best bits of that first one was the vulnerability, and when you get that kind of iconic character like you can't get higher than Rocky. Like there's not much above Rocky, and then you like tear him down to he's an old man and he has cancer and he's not with the times. It's like, God, I just want to go watch the first one.
I know what we're doing after this.
So that's what we thought about Creed 2. We liked it. Some issues. It's a good film. Not as good as the first one. Clever Eric Muller sitting right over there.
It's Dan and I sitting over there. Please remember to love, share, comment, subscribe, and let us know which father-son relationship do you compare your relationship with your father with based on the characters in Rocky 2. I view me and my father with the Ivan and Victor relationship.
I could see that a little bit for me and mine as well. Maybe with a little, even less communication. I'll go there.
I was going to say, you're sure you're not the Apollo Adonis?
My dad's not dead.
But he's not completely absentee like Rocky.
Or I was going to say, or Adonis Rocky. Well, that's what I was thinking, because Rocky's kind of like, he calls him Unc, but it's more like a father-son.
So, father-son.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, as always, let us know what you thought. Ramble on.
Bye.